Doc,
yeah, General, kakra on the Black Stars. Yankasa Black Stars are equal. Ubia, play Rubiano. Yabebo Nabaso. From Ghana Football Association to training Ura Ketiers Okreku and any ESCO members. The Honorable Minister for Youth, for Sports and Recreation, and the also. Me assure that in the course of the only controversy, I know free Abaya so acquire omotete players in Sikaso, any more press conference or more any wadi. Besides that, anticipate will be a ketua kemana bibia. So I think the government has done well. Then the FA and so have also done their bit. You would want to also credit Mr. Ketiers Okreku in the sense that my junior sign anyway. I felt Otto Addo, after we failing to qualify for the African Cup of Nations, should have been changed. But he kept faith in Otto Addo. Here we are, we have qualified. But Mejidisa Asabe Abatros at Saint Yakum. Abe Asem Kessie Abe Saint Yakum. Senka after African Cup of Nations, no. And yes, it's Otto Addo. A fadi Wujidi Unumu. Am I a qualifier? Me a sure and gain income. You know, I mean, me to one my federal, maybe some say Ghana for ye ungrateful. And answer that's the reality. Because for coach or they are qualified for World Cup. Interestingly, and Komudine Kosun ye say Papa ni jidi wonu. Uyi Ghana for be dua and now interviews here. Bon say bia se nipa dua be mienu pebi. Any feels that or no na yenti manenko. But clearly people are dissatisfied about yen technical direction, you know. I'm not too sure. As sure as we go forward, Yebedin Komo, Medica can say, you'll bear almost 8 months to the World Cup. Into the issue of time factor is not important here. Si ejitum se niema ekoso, ejuma ye no, papa no ontumi ejuma na. Esese no. Obi beka say other suggestions say bi anka yempo bi no me pay no na co-coaching. Is another thing you may want to look at. Beefy up the technical team. But me tie my dream says to Addo pa na the Eco World Cup na nkomo na be yedin. Ya hwa e be fe bi pa. Look, you are qualified, but upisa won say teams ben pa na any boy. Strikers ben ye share omo game. Say pa na city. Enti we've qualified, but clearly we have a lot of work to do in our qualification. For the guys, what one say bisa who say footballers African Cup of Nations, you know, yeah no mumpana. Because a queen mufa so bo African Cup of Nations, any queen mufa so bo World Cup qualifiers difference wumpa. And it's not like our opponents during the African Cup of Nations, you know, were far better than these ones. Who share African Cup of Nations and we're playing Niger, we're playing Sudan. And then there is another Angola. Similar opponents. Yet we fail to win a game. In fact, now I'm say, Anna, you qualify for African Cup of Nations now. January now, Mube Mrabe show Mamu Maba. Abja omo clubs na Babe Bono. Nebi omuko omo lose omo position, you know. E can't be in Tina. African Cup of Nations, ya no muniro omo monana. You know, most of these European clubs, a do African Cup of Nations are no money on players in Enya. You do baby and no quarantine on person before maybe so bad on the lose position. But whatever it is, for the World Cup, the guys have done well. Qualifying with some 25 points. And we should to Addo since he took charge. The points are Marcia, are good. But no question, they say, we share a ball on Swire, we share no park in the Suna. It's in top. In terms of technical direction, very high.
Okay.
Before they incommodate BDD, but here His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
You bear your stories, no.
You bear your stories.
So when you go to work, I create a Mickey or like why the stories from you are not discussing.
Never making any stories.
Okay, yeah.
Now, His Excellency in Seminar Okano, any the sports minister and so kind. Now you're just a person together. And I see where we're heading.
All right.
Well, I'm going to say the fine.
I'm going to groom here. Okay. Oh, less than bare 4 minutes.
No
the Bonto for them Kokofio.
Black Stars in common the in Inti for now no yem fancy o yema ye ho ayiko na yema bibia o boy my qualify abaso. I think that we have a lot of work to do. The unfortunate thing is that in the African Cup of Nations and Kessben serve as a very good preparation for the World Cup because we needed to see the team at tournament. Nanki a lot of lessons from there. Unfortunately, you qualify into a major disadvantage at the Mayan. I be a preparation a by friendlies near the very important. General Mamura Ghana Premier League anymore. Scoreline CP, you know. I am not sure that I saw any surprising scoreline. All Blacks omuhyi na omuhyi a omubeda omani ahwebe bi.
Mr. Question, what's happening?
Because yes, General.
Is that the question?
On say hohoi team no.
Yeah.
Omu nyina ye potential candidate for relegation.
Okay.
Enti se won search team bo a 6-pointer. 6-pointer in the sense that tries over winning 3 points. Now, direct competitor will deny another 3 points. Until for Hohoi to beat All Blacks 2-0, as a trainer say, Hohoi for no, Omu Peja Omu every relegation, no matter say, Omu be pushing All Blacks from. So far, it's not been good for All Blacks. Me my opinion about bringing a foreign coach. Especially on Shedenim Krum Haseni Ade. A major issue and club officials should be very careful because of the experience I had with that foreign coach from Lagos cities. What happened? Besides, what has been his major challenge coaching the team? Was in a major challenge in identifying the players. One, with their names and even their positions and qualities. Because several new names are on that. Na boys in this house set into no other players no be who no e be take time and say no about be opponent inti who co competition fin now to a foreign coach bema so quality in this coach adwuma be den dey especially so ni a very good assistant coach now onye listening one obi abo kaneshi ya abaso for what he did with the House of Oak, but he had a certain Yaprekun who knew and understood the terrain very well, and Kaneshi respected the Yaprekun and took a lot of advice from him. Inti say All Blacks omuhe Egyptian coach, you know, and an assistant omuhe. Become Chelsea for me did very well because this season nothing Bianco pick point MPK point from Karela, but they went there and drew. I didn't give them that chance, especially when Chelsea is not playing so well. So for me, they did well. Samatta say share 11 wonders 2-1 there. Any news? Young Apostles beating Holy Stars 2-0. It's no news. I think Visions also did very well by beating the defending champions 3-0. Bibiani Gold Stars lost 3-0 to Vision, and for me, Coach Yaman Kwaden and Crawford, when you're careful. Minim say Gold Stars is on the market looking for a head coach. Omone Maso Kunedu Dieno, Sunday Saturday, the 2 Jan, our Enya Maso. Maswell is taken with the national under 20 team. Into as a trend say, Gold Stars still have an acting coach in Yamankwa, and they lost by 3-0. And it's so unfortunate. Losing at Vision and issue, but 3-0 there is not good for the defending champions. You know, the biggest game was the Ashanti Derby. Nations versus Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Game no one, I think say no attractions in the door. So this is an Ashanti Derby, the only Ashanti Derby in the Premier League now. And early in the morning I say you can't derby in the Ashanti region, they say go. Ibini baby the Akai Nations and Asante Kotoko. And gradually it's building up. But I think in Sonu say park and so may the beauty of the game ni yedi kan abo referee akurugu abaso abo the concept of catch them young referee no so a very good concept and it is yielding results. On Saturday I said it was a risky venture say Akwadano 17-year-old year tuna to sa game with, but in the situations like this and heroes AP and I think the young boy became the hero and he was the man of the match for excellent refereeing. Asante Kotoko, I think this was their best game against the Nations. Before this game, how many Nations about 4 times? The first ever game of Honumna Kotoko board draw, I think 2-2 or so. Ninyina Nations are Besha Kotoko 2 Babayara and then Romasha Kotoko 1 or inti na chese 4 games na no medical bono. Na Nations are picking 3 wins, 1 draw, giving them 10 points already against Asante Kotoko. And then Kotoko picked the point. As the trainer say, at least Oma saying another point on him. The game itself, I think Kotoko was slightly better than Nations. All in all, it was a good game and it was a good weekend. I don't think we saw so much surprises over there. Ediana also beating Bechem 2-1. Saturday, I said it here, Bechem is not playing well. They are one of the teams that are disappointing me. I expected them to do well. But who share Bechem, any dreams are teams no matter Eja players are now Muton players, you know, they usually don't start the league well. Maybe they will pick up along the line, General.
President John Dramani Mahama Nsembe Brain or the two job I'm ready to and me and share Nini na Emubi and his president say I know we have 33 million coaches in Ghana, but let's allow the Black Stars coaches to work. Samson or the two job or say we want to be transparent and know and to let the public know every Black Stars budget. And also President Ekahon Ensem. President say Ghana's failure to qualify for the 2025 AFCON was heart-wrenching and hurtful. President John Dramani Mahama. Samson Osanka Bium or say the episode that saw Ghana fly money to Brazil to pay the Black Stars dented Ghana's image. And I feel or promise a disciplined and transparent campaign for the Black Stars this time around. No.